Hey, got something cool for you today. So if you are trying to get more demos and you're sending out emails to people and they're just not scheduling demos and you can't figure out why, the reason usually is because the user doesn't feel like the demo or the walkthrough is a necessary part of the onboarding process. So typically what happens is a user signs up, they get onboarded into the product, and then an email comes out later that says, hey, we'd like to walk you through the software. We'd like to walk you through the tool. And so to the user, it feels like a secondary thing. Like, hey, by the way, if you need a walkthrough or an onboarding, a one-on-one onboarding together, here's an option for you. When in actuality, if you are under $1 million ARR, you should be doing as many demos as possible or walkthroughs with customers because it's going to bump revenue up. And what you really need right now is more revenue. You don't need to scale your SaaS just yet. Okay? And I've talked to dozens, 50, 100 plus founders, and the only goal right now that you should have is to get more revenue and not to scale to 10 million ARR, right? Once you get to 1 million ARR, then the game changes a little bit and then you can start scaling things. But right now, if you want to get more sales, usually the easiest and fastest way is to just do a walkthrough with a customer. I call it a demo, but it's really a walkthrough after someone signs up for the tool, okay? So that's what you want to do, is you want to get your user to get on the phone with you and see the product in action, so you can actually help them. You probably won't do this if you're a lower ticket SaaS product. You probably won't do this for every customer. You'll have to segment them when they come in first. We can talk about segmentation another time. But let's say you have users signing up for your tool, and everybody that you signs up, you want to have a walkthrough with, because it's just how you close the deals right now. Okay, that's fine, by the way. One of the best ways to do that is to make your walkthrough process part of your onboarding process, or scheduling a walkthrough as part of your onboarding. And the way that you do that is by creating a walkthrough scheduling page into your onboarding process that requires people to sign up, or almost requires people to sign up for a walkthrough to get the most value from the product. Let me show you how that works. So you have your tool, right? You sign up. You have the login, right? And then you have stuff here. That's they create their password, their login. Then the next screen, after you've had some segmentation questions, and this is a little quick tip, if you want to segment users really easily, make it part of the onboarding process. Okay, like you look at a mobile app, and mobile apps will walk you through screen by screen, getting you set up for the app. It's a really, really good way to see how good onboarding looks. And you should do the same thing with your app. So I have a phrase here that says, tell us more about your situation, so we can customize your experience. And then you have a few different options here to segment. Maybe it's 1 to 10 employees, 11 to 20, 21 to 50, right? Like whatever the segmentation is that you should be focusing on, or that will tell you who is a client you should be doing a walkthrough with, or who's someone that you should be letting them go through the low-touch onboarding, or just segmenting them so you know who your clients are, who your customers are. That's a really good way to do it. And notice that this, there's really no option to skip this. There's no skip button. This is like a full page on the onboarding process. Okay? Interesting, right? You're not asking them in the sign-up process. There's not a little button here that says, tell us about who you are, or select, your company size. Because it's like a footnote in the onboarding process. And so it doesn't have a lot of weight. you want to give a lot of weight to the segmentation part, and the value that you're providing your user is that you're going to customize the experience for them, and everybody wants a customized experience. So if I tell you that I'm 21 to 50 and I'm actually 1 to 10, or vice versa, remember this is employees, what I'm risking is not having my product or the product dashboard be customized for my needs, which is actually true, right? Because if I do select 1 through 10, and I've heard some objections to this, things like, well, so why would somebody do 1 through 10? Because maybe they might feel like they're putting me in a specific bucket where I won't get the attention that I need, and I just don't think that's true. I think people will select the answer that best fits them because they want an experience customized for them. Okay, so anyways, after you segment the users, then you move into a simple full screen, which is schedule your personal onboarding session. Then you have the calendar here, okay, with the dates. You guys know what this looks like, right? And then you can either have under this, schedule a one-on-one onboarding session so we can help you get set up in the tool and get the most out of your trial experience. Okay, remember, you're putting all of the value, you're putting all of the benefits of the demo or walkthrough in this case. You're positioning it so that it's really valuable for the client. Okay, you're not saying schedule your demo if you need help, but you're saying you get a free one-on-one onboard, and you even put a value to this. Like, this is a $297 value. You don't have to, but by increasing the perceived value of this walkthrough, customers are going to sign up and they're going to say, "Oh, cool! I get a one-on-one onboarding process." You can even make a list over here of all the things they're going to get. You know, you can even say, schedule your onboarding session and we'll give you an extra 14 days for free. You can say, there's tons of stuff you can do to build the value of this walkthrough, right? But you make it part of the onboarding process. And at this point, you can have a skip button, but you weight the skip way, way less than you put weight on the actual schedule in the walkthrough. Okay? You can have a lot of fun with this. You can do whatever you want. We've done this many times. It increases walkthroughs. I think one of the clients we worked with had I think it was a 15%, could not schedule demos for the life of them. And then when they implemented this page, it went up to like 60% or something. Now you have to make sure they show up to the demo, so there's like a post-demo email and follow-up process, which you need to implement, right? But once they get on the demo, then you say, awesome, so glad to have you on this one-on-one onboarding session. Let's talk about your needs. What is it that you need? How can we help? And then let's show you how our tool can solve the problem for you. And then you walk them through the process, okay? And if you have someone full-time doing that, they don't need to be a salesperson, right? All they need to do is know the tool and say, great, here's how we can help. And then because they've already signed up for the trial, right? This is even more important if there's a credit card first or a dollar trial, right? So anyways, that's how to increase the demo. This is one way to do it. And it's pretty easy to do. You just put a page up with your calendar link, build value in the walkthrough, and then make sure they get that scheduled, and then just hop on the call and make it happen. So cool. Hope that was helpful for you guys. If you need some help kind of building this out for your SaaS or need more demos, there's a lot of other things that we can talk about. You can just send me a private message and we can hop on a scale session and we can walk through some like actual options for you to improve your conversions and get you more clients and more sales. This is one of the things that we go over in the Accelerator program. So anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today. We'll talk soon.